This episode of Speakers of Eidolon is made possible by our generous patrons. Special thanks to our supreme and master speakers, Circa Barrakiel, Remia Salia, Omiji Cat Comet, Erisu Yamakawa, Arcadia Lunashine, Dramavian, Alex Franco AV, Nina Grimstarter, Casey Schaefer, Dimos, Lily Black, Hans Grenade, Sapa Chakwatol, Faris Gentoru, Cletus Oreo, Quick Levin, Luke Leonatrell, Ceres, Icy Lee, Lyria Rain, Pamela Isley, Umbral Wind, Naive Arano, Celeste Rascris, Elenriel Maximus, Edwin, Bob CC, Fabson Voidworm, Rami Maverick, Code Red No, Mira Miri, Winebow Brood, Bay Barbalay, Kaiser Regina, Usura Akari, AJ Brainswordsome, Suno Shikano, Gideon Ura, Buster Gearhold, Asuta Starbreeze, Nat Clay, Camille Grineau, Huskies, and Face on Masher. Support the show and become a patron today at patreon.com/SpeakersXIV. Thank you.
This is Speakers of Eidolon.
Good evening, Eorzeans. Welcome to Speakers of Eidolon, episode 241. I'm Lukiel Bravestone, and I'm joined today by Rolodes and Georgi Whiston.
Hello.
Hello. Wow, great energy in the room today, guys.
What?
Well,
you know what? Hello.
Hello!
Oh,
Hello,
I'm so excited.
It is a lovely April 10th, 2021. It is the day Titanic set sail in 1912, everyone.
We were on that, actually.
Good luck, everyone. I'm sure it'll be a pleasant voyage. Right. Our main topics today. Patch notes released yesterday. So we'll be reading...
In the last 2 days.
Last 2 days, yeah, whatever. We'll be reading them today, so as usual, that's hype. There's also 2 dev blog updates that we should look into as well that all relate to the upcoming patch. More details about the upcoming stuff in the patch. We'll also be reading a Mogmail. We'll start with Mogmail today. Now,
after recent events.
Yeah, after recent events. And that's the show. Also, stay tuned for the post-show. We'll be answering questions from the Syndicate. And in channel updates, Ceruleum Reactors out on Speaker's Place. Episode 2. 2 is the number. Make sure you catch that as well if you want. Okay. That's it. We don't have time to jump into what we've done in 14 this week. I'm sure you can imagine it's been a really fun and interesting week for all of us. We always do lots of things during patch droughts. So let's jump into recent events. All right, so we'll start with something that we talked about last week. We were sad because we thought maybe this wasn't going to happen. We talked about Hatching Tide and how it was strange that it had not been announced yet. Last week was was that Easter? That was like Easter Saturday.
Last weekend
it was actually Easter.
Yeah, it was actually Easter when we had the last episode. So and there was no announcement, so it was very odd. Lo and behold, when our episode went live on YouTube, which I believe was on Tuesday, that's when Hatching Tide was announced. Starting April 14th, which was the day Titanic hit the iceberg. So good luck. I'm sure you'll do fine. And that's not too soon. It's been 112 years.
I was saying it was too soon.
Okay. All right. Yeah, starts on April 14th at 8 GMT, 9 BST, lasting until April 28th, until 2:59 p.m. GMT. 3:59 p.m. BST. I still love that GMT is put in there just for you people in Iceland. That's very
They're important too.
Yeah.
They're our friends.
You are important too. Okay. So this year's Hatching Tide has the subtitle "A Cracking Good Time." A cracking good time. And it has it's Gilly Aliapo, which is responsible for this year as well. But there is a new outfit.
Yeah.
That I'm sure.
You show the event artwork if possible.
I don't have the artwork available. I don't think I can show it, but it's just a big fucking chicken. It's a big chicken. It's a chicken suit. I can. It's not even in our show notes, but I can do a Yoshi P and do this. Look, there it is. Okay.
Big.
That looks great.
Big chicken.
We have to learn to just describe things because we are also an audio podcast. It's a chicken. It's a chicken outfit. Big chicken man with talons and the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's that's the outfit. But you also got 2 tabletop items: an Archon egg pouch, which I believe is that the one someone wear? That's part of an outfit, I think. Is that part of the? It's part of a previous outfit, I think. The egg pouch.
Nothing.
I recognize it.
It does not ring a bell in my mind.
Pretty sure I've seen. Yeah, this is it from the Spriggan outfit. Is that where it's from?
Oh, the black one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's where I've seen it.
I don't remember the details, so
No.
I can't confirm or deny.
It also has Hatching Tide Confections, which is a tabletop collection of sweets.
I like that there's waffles on this plate.
Yes, there are some waffles in there.
All the waffles you can eat with like no syrup or something.
Is that waffles you can eat with no syrup?
Yeah,
I think
like
that goes for
those European waffles.
all waffles.
I mean, it tastes good,
No, but
it's naturally sweet.
Oh, right.
Are those Belgian waffles? I think
Belgian waffles, yeah. Probably, yeah.
Stroopwafels?
Sorry, I'm from Europe, and we don't really have a lot of the American-style waffles, I think. So that was confusing. Okay, I see. Okay. So wait, are waffles in America not sweet?
Not.
They can be.
Yeah, but usually if you get them, they're just kind of dry bread for the most part. And then you put the syrup of your choice on there.
All right.
Because like when you have like waffles and fried chicken, you use the not sweet waffles for that.
Oh yeah,
dish.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
of course. All right. Okay. All right. That's the event. There's obviously nothing more than just saying Jill Aliapo greets you with anxious enthusiasm. That's all we know about the event from the website.
In the patch artwork, she's in. Well, the event page seems to imply that she's wearing the large bunny outfit from last year.
Mm-hmm.
So in the the event artwork, she's just in the background with like a face of bewilderment or like fear as assumedly 2 warriors of lights dressed as giant chickens are being attacked by actual chickens.
Yes. So there you go. April 14th. That is in just 4 days. So probably by the time this is up on YouTube, it is out. Yeah, that would be Tuesday. That's patch day's 13th. So this is Wednesday. Question mark? Days. I don't know how they work.
Yes, this is Wednesday.
Okay.
This will be out a day after the patch. I don't think many people will be doing this if they release this on the day of the patch.
True. Okay. Next up is the dev blog, and I'm just now realizing that this might be better if I show it on screen as we read through it, because it has a lot of visual stufferoonies in it.
Hey, we got through that without saying the C word. I'm so proud of ourselves.
Yeah, we're gonna keep not saying that. All right. It'll come to you eventually, Georgi, as it tends to do.
I know what it is, but I also don't see how that would have come up.
Don't make me... No. All right, so let's go into the dev blog. The dev blog, which is very... They don't really advertise this a lot, which is sad, because there's a lot going on in there.
It's very strange, because I don't really know where it's advertised at all on the website, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to know.
Yeah, I guess. All right, let's have a look at the dev blog, which we'll start with the Hatching Tide one, because, I mean, we just talked about it, so here we go. Here is the dev blog update on Hatching Tide. Greetings and salutations. This is Ukiyomi from the community team. Spring is finally here. The flowers are blooming, and a gentle breeze. Maybe it's better if I do this. And a gentle breeze invites us to venture outside. But as we gamers are well aware, the great outdoors can be quite intimidating. That's my gamer voice.
Mm-hmm. Say what was that?
So let's do what we do best and stay indoors and play Final Fantasy XIV. In the West, Easter came early this year. Oh, that's true. Easter just kind of happens to... it's not random, but it's like... It doesn't have a set date.
No, it's
based on
by
like moon and...
moons. Also, I don't know. I'd say it came earlier this year. I feel like early as if it's
early
in March.
would be March. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, Easter came early this year, but Hatching Tide is a spring affair, and it's just about time for the event to begin. You're excited, right? Wow. I can't believe that happened. Well, here's the artwork, by the way. We actually got to see it here.
Read the next line.
The plot chickens.
No, sorry, plots.
The plots chickens.
Which is a horrible sentence.
The plots chickens. I hope you're all seeing what I'm seeing, because that's a lot of bird. Did Rollo write this line? What is...
I did, yeah.
That's such a you thing to say. You'll be like, you look at this picture for a while and go, that's a lot of bird. That's a very Rollo thing to say. All right. Event. Yeah, we know. Begin. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Here is This is this Jilly Alliop? Why does it show this as like? Is she wearing this? I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Jilly Alliop.
Yeah.
Okay. She's okay. There were some feathersome.
I don't like.
Here are some of the feathersome rewards you can earn this Hatching Tide, and it's the most terrifying picture of this chicken face. Go ahead, bask in its beauty. Look at this shit.
The next one.
Go ahead, bask in its beauty. Chicken head, chicken suit, own it. You're a majestic fowl. Can you believe it's dyeable? I can see it now. Chickens of all colors and sizes, clucking through the realm to the unforgettable tune Papaya. It's a glamour dream come true. And there's some really nice glamour shots here of... Oh, it has a little shawl. It has like something around its... I don't know what that is, but it's...
A little handkerchief.
Yeah. The very thought brings tears to my eyes. Be sure to make your way through the event quests to find out how you can become the warrior. I mean, Chicken of Light. But wait, there's more. If clucking around wasn't your style, enjoy 2 new seasonal furnishing items, the Hatching Tide Confections and Archon Egg Pouch. Here's a closer look at the I don't think that closer look was necessarily a good thing for that egg pouch, but the confections look good. The egg looks like Limsa prefix. While this might just be my personal opinion, would you not agree that a dish looking like Spriggan and waffles may be a bit ironic when you consider the glamour reward is a chicken suit? /smirk. Okay. I hope you're all looking forward to this upcoming event as much as I am. Thanks for joining me for this extravagant egg preview. Sorry, I don't know why I added egg. My brain got so stuck on egg, I couldn't... egg preview. I just added that. Okay. Extravagant event preview. Oh, you can see some of the dyed ones in the background. There's like a blue one.
Oh my god, it looks horrific.
Yeah, it's scary. Well, there you go. That is the Hatching Tide dev blog entry. It doesn't add much to this, but hey, you got to see some of the stuff. All right, we're going to switch to the other dev blog update, which is way more... wait, actually...
There's two more.
There's two more. Oh god, I forgot to add that to the show notes, the Hatching Tide one. Okay, right, here we go. Here is the next one, which is about quality of life. This is about the patch, so let's jump into that. This is a very strange episode. I feel strange energies coming from this episode.
It's a weird vibe kind of day. You
know? Yeah. Quality of life unto dawn. Greetings, everyone. Zexos from the community team here. It's almost that time. Patch 5.5, Death Unto Dawn, will be released on Tuesday, April 13th. We showcased a lot of what's to come in the patch in the letter from the producer live part 63, which you can watch here if you haven't already. I'd like to share some information on some helpful quality of life changes arriving with patch 5.5. So we talked about this, the achievements menu revamp, so goodbye Jonathas. First up, receiving achievement rewards will be simplified in patch 5.5. Up until now, achievement rewards were retrieved from Jonathas in Gridania. But with this change, rewards will be available directly via the achievements menu, /salute Jonathas. The achievements menu will show which rewards you can claim, so all you need to do is select the icon for your reward. And just so you can keep track, previous rewards you've claimed will also be displayed. The days of trekking all the way back to Jonathas only to find out you already claimed something are over. That is very nice.
Amazing.
Yeah, that is nice. Now this, okay, triple triad again.
Maybe people wouldn't have feared going to see Jonathas if he put an Ethernet shard next to himself.
That's going to be Kettle's amphitheater. Enjoy the little trot you take.
Thank God it's over. Okay. Now, triple triad. There's updates to that again. Again? Was the last time they talked about this? Because I remember... Okay, so this is still the same thing that they were talking about last time.
This is what they were talking about in the live letter, but they didn't specify what it was. Right. This is what I wanted.
Okay, yes, right. Okay, patch 5.5 also introduces changes to triple triad deck building rules. Up until now, you could only use 1, 4, or 5-star rarity card in your deck. We've heard your feedback, and we agree that it'd be nice to have some more opportunities to use more of the rare cards you've collected. Therefore, we've updated the deck restrictions to the following. Cards of 6-star rarity. 1 is that 5? Oh, 5. Yes. 1 card per deck. Cards of 6 cards of 4-star rarity or more, 2 cards per deck. Cards of 3-star rarity or less, no limit. So you can now have 2 cards of 4-star rarity per deck.
1 5-star card and 1 4-star card.
Yes.
It's quite confusing when you first read this. That's what it means.
Yeah.
But that is what it means.
Yes. Try out some of the new decks and continue to share your feedback. So there you go.
Let's get deep into that triple triad. Got to give an in-depth review.
Yeah.
Meta's changed.
There you go. That's a good change. All right. Release selection menu for fishing.
Also great.
Yes. Ever go fishing and catch a hefty amount of fish while also releasing the ones you don't want and then accidentally put your rod away? Now you need to build up all those release targets again. In patch 5.5, you'll be able to select which types of fish you'd like to release automatically ahead of time. Fish you haven't caught yet won't be available for selection, so you won't need to worry about accidentally releasing new fish you were aiming to catch. We hope this makes fishing more enjoyable for all the anglers of light out there. There you go. That's good, and I like that it's separated into normal quality and high quality. That's pretty nice.
Yeah. Releasing previously worked like that already, but it's nice to be able to just do it all in one menu.
Okay.
Or one UI.
I don't fish. I haven't fished since the Beast of Brewer's Beacon, which is the level 50 quest. Still active in my log. I've just hidden it. Emote list revamp. Warriors of... Well, I have fished on the ocean, the boat thing, but that doesn't count. Warriors of Light know that emotes are a great method of light-hearted communication. There are times where I only communicate using emotes, and I'm sure it's the same for many of you too. But there's one problem. We have a ton of emotes. As of March 2021, we have over 100 different emotes. I'm sure we all have quite a few unlocked and may struggle when looking for a specific one. You just can't remember the text command for it, like /goboo... Goboo-doo. Gooboo-doo.
I don't know what that is. It sounds like a Mog Station emote.
Yeah, it does. A new search feature... It is, okay. A new search feature will be added, which will be accessible by selecting the magnifying glass icon in the emote menu. This should make finding a particular emote a breeze, especially since you can search for both emote names and text commands. Yeah, it's a search function. It's nice.
That's good. I think the bigger change is the other one, they say.
Yeah.
The green dot.
Newly registered emotes will be indicated by a green icon as well. You no longer need to go meticulously scanning through each tab looking for that new emote. That's good. That's nice. That wraps up our peek at some upcoming UI updates. With the patch only a week away, you won't be waiting for long. I hope you enjoy the new updates in patch 5.5. So there you go. That's that out of the way. The last one concerns group posts.
Yes. And also group posts.
Let's take a look at that before we jump into Mogmail. Greetings, everyone. Sexos from the community team here once again. We recently covered some UI-related quality of life updates coming in patch 5.5, so check it out if you have yet to. We've just done that, Sexos. Today, we wanted to showcase some of the cool sticker mode additions coming to the ever-expanding features within the group posts, thanks to the Screenshot Alliance within the dev team and the QA team. New stickers. Let's see. There are new washi tape-like stickers featuring different designs. Dome and Mahjong tiles, some new sparkles, botanist icon, and the class name with level. Okay. Also, is that a new frame? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Let's check out some of the sticker categories. We have various sparkle types in the decorations category.
Yeah, we can be anime.
We can be anime. We have various... Sorry, I just read that. These are already available, but they're so amazing that I must show them again. Various minion doodles are available in the doodles category. I want these IRL. Yeah, they're cute. Then there's classes/jobs category, which is exactly what it is. That's just classes and jobs. Then there's the Dome and Mahjong tiles category. Which, yeah, okay. I'm sure some of our amazing sticker mages out there will make good use of these. How?
I don't know. We're not sticker mages.
That's true. We are not sticker mages.
Not creative enough. Think
that's true. That's true. Someone will think of something. And here is the washi tape category. Looks like there are different styles themed after each nation. That's cute. A number 0 was also added to the triple triad category. Okay.
Why? There's no 0 in triple triad.
No. Okay. Flipping stickers via sub-command. Instead of going through the edit menu, you can now flip some of the stickers horizontally and vertically just by right-clicking on them, giving you that much more speed and efficiency to your sticker game.
Yes.
Very nice. Very nice.
One step closer to Photoshop.
Yes. Smaller stickers. You can now scale stickers to 25% of their original size. I mean, it's good. It's 14. I just wish we would be able to, like, not be limited to, like, 20, like, you know, more. It would be more scalable, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little drag.
Yeah.
Kind of core thing, you know? The anchors.
Yeah. Smaller stickers mean we can add tons more to get really creative. And there's a picture of just a lot of stickers in a picture.
A lot of minions.
Yeah.
They're having fun, look.
They're chilling on the tree.
There's a Moogle kissing a succubus on top of the right.
And they said romance is dead.
That's exactly, yeah. This feels just like one of those sticker books I had when I was a kid. There are those who follow instructions and only add the proper amount of stickers based on the page's example, and there are those, like me, who go all out and add as many stickers as possible, just to learn that there aren't enough stickers for the remaining pages. On the plus side, these are digital, so we won't ever run out, and now we can add up to 100 stickers, which should be more than enough for one screenshot. And there's some examples here of some Lalafell crying because it's scared by ghosts.
Terrorize them.
Yeah. There's what's happening in this. This is they've made like a.
They used exclamation marks to make.
Yeah.
It's funny.
That's funny. All right. Drag and drop text stickers. As you may know, you can't currently drag and drop... Wait, are we getting the thing I asked for? No, wait. No, it's not. No. As you may know, you can't currently drag and drop text stickers because you need to first click to insert it into the screenshot, then move it around. However, this update will allow you to simply drag and drop them directly to where you want them. It's probably easier to show it, so here's a quick GIF example. So you're essentially just pulling it out of the menu and just dropping it onto the screen. It feels natural. In this day and age, this is what you'd expect to happen. So that's nice. I was a little fooled by when it was dropped in. It looked like it had the anchor points that I could...
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe that's for a future update. Maybe 6.0, like, yeah.
Maybe, yeah. New text options and new colors. We've added some additional text options, and you can now select from 10 different colored borders instead of 2. That's nice. So looking back at the original...
I like the coordinates in this picture.
It's very useful. So useful with the coordinates. I also love... With this screenshot, there's this picture of an Aura. At first, I thought she was eating, but I think she's just doing the laugh emote. But there's...
And winking.
And there's some sparkles, but I thought she was eating because there's a text that says botanist level 80. It looks like she's just taken a bite, and the food effect has just been applied in this picture, because that text is oddly placed, isn't it? Botanist level 80 is just near the middle of the frame. just
Everyone's
interesting.
a critic.
Is this
Yeah.
What screen ratio is this picture taken on? Because the copyright Square Enix is very large.
Oh, it is. Maybe that's text they've added themselves. That's an additional text thing you can add and make it big. All right. So looking back at the original image, you probably notice all the text with the different color outlines added to them. New text options include title, whatever title you currently have set, class, job, and level, home world name. Oh my god, it is, Georgi! Your current coordinates and copyright information.
Oh my god.
Ah, yes. I can't wait to place that around in my picture.
And blow it up.
It's funny.
Screenshot the law. Kill you otherwise.
That's true, actually. Okay, that wraps it up for new additions to the sticker mode, but we got one more addition to G-Post to share.
This is the best addition.
Yes! Hide certain objects from the screenshot. Some players requested an option to hide the glowing exit object or those glowing portals at the beginning of dungeons. Well, now you can. So there's a before and after just showing that they're gone. We made it an option, as some of you may want to leave these objects to be displayed to show that you have completed the difficult trials and raids. That's fair. Now, that wraps up all the group post features coming in patch 5.5. Preliminary patch notes will be up in a bit, and we will definitely read through them in this episode, actually coming right up after Mogmail. So, yeah. Okay, that is that. Now, for a quick... This is a weird episode, but we have to get through some Mogmail today. Yeah, what?
I know there's one thing here you might not want to talk about, but there is one. Don't forget the thing that's on the next page of the show notes.
Shit, you're right. Yoshi P. Okay, we can talk about it very briefly. Yoshi P was Yoshi P is a streamer now.
Yes.
And A couple of days ago, he hosted a stream where I've watched clips from this stream, and it is
I've watched clips of it as well.
From what I can see, utter chaos. He's drinking wine. He's playing. Well, he's not really playing the game. I guess he is, but the most important part here is that he baked cookies during the stream.
Wine and cookies, my kind of night.
Yeah. He he had a problem with his whisk because he put just a huge block of butter, I think, in the bowl. And then, if you've ever baked once in your life, you know that a giant chunk of butter and you have a whisk in the bowl, that's going to get stuck to your whisk. So he had issues with that. It's just chaos. I think if you want to watch,
it's 7 hours long.
It's a 7-hour long stream. If you want to watch him completely unhinged, it's on the Twitch channel that's called NGC.
There are some. Yes, NGC is correct. There are some very good. Once more, we've gotten some good
memes,
screenshots of Yoshi P from this stream.
Yes, I think I love the picture of him where he's just the one in the article that I'm reading from PC Gamer. They have literally the opening picture is just Yoshi P facing the camera, just taking a big sip out of a big glass of just a big sip of wine. He's like the gaming god. I don't
know if anyone's cut this out, but I want this as well added to the file of Yoshi P pictures.
Yeah, I'm sure someone's already been on that. It's probably out there somewhere. Okay.
And I'll link it for chat, but there is a copy of his cookie recipe available online.
That's true.
So if anyone wants to bake cookies the way that Yoshi P does,
let me just say, it's the most basic of cookie recipes. Don't worry, I can guarantee you right now, you can make these cookies now. You don't have to go out and buy anything. You have all of this in your house right now.
You got to give them credit.
I do not have unsalted butter in my house, Likio.
Go get some. What's wrong with you?
You can get around doing it with salted butter if you.
I also don't have instant coffee.
I don't have instant coffee, but you can probably You don't have to use instant coffee. You can use any coffee. It's just
I've never heard of putting instant coffee in a cookie. Cookie dough.
It's a very small amount. It's only 2 grams.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Now we're gonna jump into. Should we read the stuff about the patch notes, the Steam release page?
Yeah, of course.
I think we should read this because I feel like we might forget about it otherwise because it's at the top of the patch notes.
All right. So we'll get into the patch notes in a bit, but we'll read some mug mail. But before we do that, on the Steam release page, they've either done an oopsie or I think they have just made an oopsie here because they've mentioned that 5.58 will be the patch in which we get our data center travel system. It says specifically, data center travel is scheduled to be implemented in patch 5.58. So that's interesting.
Sooner than expected, but not.
Yes.
Be surprising.
Sooner than expected, but I believe data center
world center travel.
World travel system was 4.58, right?
Yeah, but we got like a very detailed explanation of it before it went live.
That's
so
true.
We still have.
Don't worry, there's still FanFest. There's a live letter there. So yeah, there you go. That's exciting.
We're still probably guaranteed a nice beefy explanation of how this system will work.
Remember, you cannot access your retainer on another server.
True.
This is a reminder.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot do this.
Also, also, they are obviously releasing it before 6.0 because they don't want issues like that, like tied to that system to occur during the launch. Okay, right. Let's jump into some Mog Mail. This is not the end of the show. This is just, we had to throw it around so that we can actually read some Mog Mail before we end today. We'll read a couple. Let's jump into Mog Mail. This first Mog Mail is from Genova Tia from Twintania. Hello, speakers. A quick conundrum of lore that does not get explained and would like to hear your theories on. Stormblood and Shadowbringer's fates are given a chance of spawning a forlorn maiden that for delicious EXP bonus. What is it, aside from being made of crystal, and why does the smell of death attract it? Why does it appear in both the source and the first? I know it does not require explanation, as it is more a game mechanic, but I need to know. Yours, Genova.
Well,
it's
Gorilla?
Yeah.
It's weird because they spawn in the step fates where there's no combat sometimes.
Yeah, that's
It'll just
true.
be sheer and sheep or whatever, and they'd be like, the smell of death.
Yeah.
It's just like, if you wanted a batshit crazy theory as to why, the only thing I could even think of is that it comes from us. Maybe it's like our desire to kill coming out, and that's why it always appears where we are.
Yeah.
So
maybe
they're
okay.
Yeah, maybe they're like a void scent, but not from the 13th. But they enter our dimension when they smell blood or sheep's milk.
Maybe there's a similar smell. I think they're also like crystal-like beings, right? They're like they look like they're made of crystal. I don't know. It can be anything. It can be whatever you want.
Did they add in the second lore?
Oh, is there? Hold on.
No, they're not in the. They're not. Are they in the second lore book?
No, apparently it's just an elemental. Okay, well.
Because I was gonna say, they didn't. Oh yeah, they did exist at the time of the second lore book. I'd forgotten about that.
Can anyone? Let's see. Maybe it'll be here.
It's not just the Forlorn Maiden as well. There's also just the Forlorn.
Oh, here we go. Wait, is it a Luminaire? Is it this one? No. These are just like
chat saying page 269.
Oh, nice.
Great, nice thing. 269. There we go. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, it's a Druva. Pure ether cloaked in crystal is how one might describe these stunning creatures commonly found wandering the blood-soaked sands of war. Yet their beauty belies a deadly secret. The elementals are, in fact, harbingers of impending misfortune.
Okay.
There it is.
I like moving around.
Well,
I mean, it's the same model, so,
yeah.
Could be a thing.
It does logically apply to the Forlorn Maidens. And also, if it's just a harbinger of doom, I can understand why it would be involved in all of those, even the non-combat fates in the step, because some doom is coming if you complete them later on.
Yeah, that's true. Well, there you go. That's what they are. Okay, thank you, Genova. Also, I don't think they want us to think too deeply about it as well.
No.
It's one of those things. Okay, next question. Or next Mog Mail, even. It's from Cafe Ragnarok. Hello.
Oh, okay.
and welcome.
I thought you would say that.
Oh, this is too long. Yeah. Hello and welcome aboard the Theory Crafting Choo Choo. Let me switch back. Okay, this is too long to show, but it's about the forbidden topic of dragons.
Yeah.
Sorry, the forbidden topic of dragons.
Sounds horrible in our way.
I know.
Yeah.
Let me fast forward for you how I got here. I'm redoing Heavensward story. I just got to Oz's Law, and while going from quadrant to quadrant, a thought crosses my mind. Sure, Alags hated dragons. They bound Tiamat and froze her natural flow of time, killed Bahamut so that Asians could make Tiamat summon him back, then sealed Bahamut inside Dalamud, and then yeeted him in space, only to bring him back later, angrier than ever, and only for him to be killed again. Sure, it might have been all just in preparation for a calamity, but that's real mean. So, what if something had happened between Asians and dragons a long, long time ago? All we know is that Omega, a creation from an ancient civilization, and Midgard's Ormer were enemies, and that they came from beyond the rift, and that Midgard's Ormer escaped from a dying world with a few eggs. What if the dying world was our unsundered star before the summoning of Zodiark? Dragon language seems similar to what we saw in Amarot, maybe less smooth and musical and more harsh and dry, but we can understand it like they can understand us. Dragons are also known to have immense amounts of ether, like unsundered beings, I dare say. What if the reason why there are no dragons on the first is because Omega had killed all of them, and all that was left were only those 7 eggs and Midgard's Ormer? What if Omega was created by the Asians pre-sundering as a measure against dragons back then? And the first beast that Fandaniel showed us when he told us about recreating the final days was a lunar Bahamut. I wouldn't go as far as saying that they caused it, but what if dragons were somehow related to the sound? Here, have fun.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, Kay. I
do like this theory a lot, actually.
Yeah.
I want the dragon connection to be something, because, as we've said a lot, it's still kind of a big hole in, like, what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think it's ever going to be actually explained, because, I mean, Koji Fox has told us in the past, don't think about it going forward.
Yes.
It's not relevant to the story, unfortunately.
But there is a possibility that they might... Because remember, he said that a while ago. So now that they're, like, wrapping up the story, maybe there's, like, this nagging thing in his mind. Is like, oh, this is my last chance, probably, to, like, get this right. Maybe they'll add... There might be a connection. I can see it. Like, this theory kind of makes sense. I like the idea more than them just being... like space dragons.
Well, space always confused me because I want to know where exactly the sundering stops.
Right.
Like, at what point in space
Don't think about it.
Heidelin does the universe stop being sundered? Like, where is the end of Heidelin's influence?
Would it be like, so if we're gonna try to make sense of it, is it just a different universe? Like, is the sundering just created multiple universes? And
I can't accept that it's created multiple universes.
But then it's like, if you think about Omega, it's like canon that he went to other Final Fantasy games. And then it's like, okay, well, what the fuck's going on there? So you're telling me Ascian sent fucking shit into other video games?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one of my problems specifically with thinking that they built Omega, at least, is that I don't think that Final Fantasy would want the definitive answer for Omega's origin to be
14
Ascians.
Yeah. I think Omega is more detached from our story, but it's yeah. I want it to be tied to the sound. I want Midgard's Ormer is very heavily tied to Mordona. So there is something in Mordona he wanted to protect during the Battle of Silver Tear Skies. So there is a connection here, and maybe he is from the first. I'm gonna not the first, but from the source, like the unsundered
world.
Yeah. that would make me very happy because it would make everything make more sense in terms of his existence.
Mm-hmm.
But we have already seen his world, and in the fight with him, which is very vague. It could still be the Unsundered world during like the apocalypse event, but it's very alien looking. So I don't know. Okay, that's a good theory, Cafe. I want it to be real.
And we still don't. Do we know exactly what the terms of the pact or deal between Heidelin and Midgardsormr was?
Just chill.
Yeah. Do we? I don't know if we know the exact details, but we know like vaguely what it is. Which was it like? Just you be cool, man. Just chill here. Isn't that what they're protect? I don't remember what the pact was. Such a long time ago.
If Chad is correct, then it's Midgardsormr has to guard the source.
Yeah.
Or Mordona for sanctuary.
Yeah.
It's very mean if Midgardsormr does actually come from this planet and that like Heidelin's like, yeah, if you want to stay here, you're gonna have to work for it.
True.
I mean, he's a dragon. He's probably just, I don't know, chilling.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a little unclear.
Tiamat might be able to illuminate a little bit more information regarding that deal. And there are still also 2 more dragons out there that we have not met.
True.
From Nidhogg's first brood. Not Nidhogg, sorry, Midgardsormr.
Midgardsormr, yeah. All right. Thank you, Cafe. We'll have... I think we can... This is the last one, I think. So, here we go. This is from Valju from Ultros. Hi guys, I love your show. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Is it just me, or has there been a power creep on the Eorzean Alliance since A Realm Reborn? As someone who started playing last year and went through MSQ in a month or two, I saw the Alliance go from needing basically every single available resource in Eorzea and the Warrior of Light to barely push out the 14th Legion, to launching a full-scale liberation, to now sending aid to other countries, and even planning an invasion on Garlemald. I know some of this can be hand-waved away with the Garlean Civil War, Xenos pretty much doing nothing to actually run the Empire, all the legions having to be spread out to fight the uprisings, and Ishgard joining the Alliance. I just wish there was some tidbits here and there to explain how the Grand Companies can now fight full legions toe-to-toe in Gimlet Dark, like a throwaway line about how the Ironworks is reprogramming Magitech Machina to bolster the ranks. Thank you. That's actually pretty good. I haven't thought about that. But that is fair.
I will say we aren't planning on invading Garlemald.
No, we're not planning on invading.
We are only defending our borders.
But we are I mean, it is true that we suddenly got very powerful. We're powerful enough to hold back Garlemald. And even before, you can say, because if you look back on patch 4.5, was that Gimlet Dark? 5.5?
Yeah.
5?
Yeah.
The war started. Like, there was a war, even though it quickly like faded away when they got weakened by everything that would soon follow. There was like a war, and we held them back.
They specifically said it wasn't their entire force, even though Varys was leading them.
I know, but still, looking at Gimlet Dark, they sent a lot of shit at us.
They did send a lot of shit at us. I think the reason that we were able to hold our own is because Varys ultimately did plan on dropping Black Rose, and he probably, like, as much as he may not care about every single Garlean individually, he probably didn't want to lose so much of his force when he dropped Black Rose in that area.
I think the thing that has made the Alliance stronger is the Alliance, because they were not very good. Like the first battle since, I guess, the
Cartano.
Before Cartano, like what was the last time the Alliance got together? That was for Alamigo, right? Was the
Autumn War?
Autumn War, right? That was the last time they were together. And then when they had to come back together again for the Battle of Cartano, it was kind of they had to like recreate the Grand Companies very quickly. They had to be reformed. They had to be like trained quickly. They had like just a few months to prepare for a full-scale invasion by Garlemald. And these, at the time, Eorzea was a very divided realm. Like, they didn't like talking to each other. They were like kind of, we're independent. We don't need help. Yeah. That's how they were going about it. So things were like poorly planned. But now what we've seen over the patches is that the alliance is more and more becoming like tight-knitted. It's more, Eorzea is more like a nation now almost, with like the nations within it. Which I think is better. Like, they're better at coordinating and gathering their stuff together. I think that's essentially what's happened. But it's interesting that that's being questioned here, because they are featured. They are in the patch artwork, the leaders of the alliance. So I wonder if that's about to change in 6.0. If that's maybe like a sign that the organized Eorzea that we have come to know now might fall or might break up again in the next expansion.
I think you kind of underestimate a little bit too, like just how well built up Ishgard is in terms of like army.
Yeah,
because it's a nation that's been dedicated to war for a long time, like no other city-state, basically.
Right. Yeah.
So the art of war is
true.
It's what they do. I'm not saying they carry everybody or anything.
Right.
Like
no.
Like, obviously, we get other powerful allies, but
they have 1,000 years of war behind them. So that sure helped.
Yeah, they don't have the people. I'm sure they have the strategies and technology and other stuff they don't explicitly say in the text, but it's there.
Mm-hmm.
We have access to technologies that we didn't have back in the day as a result of Sid, and to a certain extent, Nero.
I saw. I was thinking. Umbrel said in chat that what if they just burn down the city states and redo them for the expansion? I think that would be too difficult to like explain for new players. Because would we have two different versions of the city states? That would be cool though. I would love that. I would love.
I don't think
the city states, but
I don't think 14 can accommodate a Cataclysm tier expansion.
No, I don't know. Well, I mean, it can be done, but I don't think so. I think that's a bigger, and especially during these times, I don't find that to be like.
I think the problem was that they would have to essentially duplicate each city-state.
Yes.
Which I don't know if they have the server space for.
No. So it'll be interesting if they do that though, because we are in a very stable realm overall, right? The political intrigues are internal, like still sort of, not even that. Even the beast tribes are sort of coming to terms with the city-states as well. They're like slowly opening up for them, like trade and rights and shit is coming to them as well. So it's almost, Eorzea is almost perfect now. So maybe that's why it's now time to tip the scales back and throw us back into like the old days of paranoia and not like closed borders and shit. That would be interesting.
I don't think we're going to close the borders, even if we get fucked.
Well, I mean, closed borders in a story sense, not like, obviously we will be able to travel everywhere. It'll be like the end of
I understand, but I don't even think in a story sense it would happen.
Well, we'll see. I mean, I can see that happen if actually I can't see that happen. Something weird would have to happen if that was to happen, but okay. Anyways, that's it. Thank you, Vaju. We're done with Mogmail. Thank you for sending in Mogmail. Send in Mogmail at speakersxiv.com/Mogmail. We'll try to catch up in the following episodes. Probably not next week.
I'm going to guess, not next week.
But, yes. The week after, probably. All right, thank you. I don't know where I'm going after this. Usually this is where we end the show after Mogmail, so it's weird going into a new segment. But we'll be reading the patch notes next. Did you say Eggs Benedict?
I wish I did, but that's
Same.
not what I said.
Same.
I said I liked having it as the exit out of the segment. We don't normally use it that way.
Yeah, because we don't have an intro for main story, so
Nope.
that would have to
No,
be
we don't.
the
I
outro.
feel as if that's kind of an oversight.
No, because I don't. No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No, it's not an oversight.
I'll take your explanation for it.
Yeah. Okay, so let's jump into patch notes. They are coming. They're coming now. Do you hear them in the distance? They're galloping towards us. Wow. Patch 5.5. Patch 5.5 notes. These are preliminary as of recording this, but it's usually not that many changes to it between preliminary. It's mostly like items, usually just not part of the preliminary notes. But yeah, all right. Here we go. Let's jump into the new main scenario quests.
Oh.
Is this a
Wow.
The future is now. The future is now, everyone.
How long have we had these for? Because I feel as if this is not the first patch, but I don't remember. So
I remember this being a slider. I don't think I've ever seen them for pictures. I've seen them in the for pictures. I've seen them. I remember seeing it for the first time in Heaven. No, was it Heavensward or Stormblood? Whenever they updated the engine a little for like DirectX 11. There was a slider where you could like see the graphical changes between DirectX 9 and 11, but I don't think I've ever seen them for just normal. This is weird. This is like a comparison thing, right? You're supposed to compare things with this sliding.
yeah.
Thing. So this is odd, but okay. There's a picture of the Ariorsian Alliance and the Scions at the big table, at the comically large table, and this picture that we've seen before with massive Estinian and tiny mini Alphino.
Little fucking baby.
Yeah.
I think Estinian's armor contributes to making him look larger than he is.
Yeah, that's true. He looks so big. I'm just gonna leave it like this, just to be annoying. Like, how about like that?
It makes it look like a giant man is speaking to the Eorzean leaders.
Giant man speaks to that's nice. Okay, so yeah, we talked about this before we went live, but they revealed the names of the first 3 main scenario quests in this one. Unto the Breach is the first quest. The second one is called Here Be Dragons.
It's in the locks.
It's in the locks. And Alphino is the... So Alice starts it off. Alphino is in the locks. And Estinian is the quest NPC on the third one, called Righteous Indignation in As's Law. So I'm obviously, I feel like this is leading into the Tiamat story, part of the story.
And I assume the Righteous Indignation is Tiamat's feelings about discovering there is a lunar Bahamut.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay, so there are 5
There's
in total.
6.
Wait, I still cannot count. No, these are 5.
No,
wait,
there are
6.
6.
Sorry, I didn't scroll all the way up. 6. Okay, yes. There are 6 quests.
Which, I believe, is already 2 more than we got throughout all of 4.5.
Yes. Not much more to say about that. It's MSQ, so there you go. Chronicles of a New Era quests have been added. Yorha Dark Apocalypse. Konog Alone is the first quest, and Brave New World is the second one. So we get the name of 2 quests here. Not much to say about that either. We don't really know anything. It's pointless discussing this part of the patch notes because obviously we don't know where we're going.
I believe Brave New World is where it confirmed later in the patch notes that Brave New World is the quest that starts the tower raid.
Okay, I see. And then there are weekly story quests that may be completed to continue the story of Yorha Dark Apocalypse. So there are 3 additional quests.
Okay, so it is maybe 3 weeks or a month worth of work to finish.
Yeah. I kind of like the idea of that.
Doesn't sound bad to me. Why not?
Yeah, that's fine.
They're
Sorrow.
gonna make you do all 3 of them every week.
Yeah. The Sorrow of Whirlet, Duty in the Sky with Diamond. That is a funny reference.
It's a great quest title.
Yeah. There's 2 quests for this. So starts off in the locks. It's Diamond Weapon. What language was that?
I don't know.
Side story quests. A nice side story quest. The Dragon Maid, which is a this is the quest for the last flying mount for all the weapons, I think. To get the which weapon is it? Fuck.
Do you guys like anime?
Weapon, assumedly.
Which
Jade weapon.
Oh, Jade. Yeah, it looks like Jade weapon. It might not be Jade weapon, but it definitely looks like it.
Yes.
Yes. So here's custom deliveries. You can count on it. Another
Who's this
great
angry
title.
child.
Is it one of the orphans? No, it's not one of the orphans.
Is that the? I feel like all the children start. I feel like
broom child.
It's just a broom. It's broom child. I don't know.
She's the girl who Vidofnia saved.
Oh. That's
a long time ago. Okay.
God, what a reference that is. Okay. 2 quests for that. You can count on it and those who serve. Adjustments have been made to the summoner job quest to be second best. Which is that the last one?
Final.
Yeah.
That's the final summoner quest. So
do it now.
There might do it now or experience what is assumedly going to be a little bit of a retcon.
It might be a retcon. So I would if you haven't done it now, that's a bit of a different. What do you do? Do you want to experience it pre-retcon or post-retcon?
I mean, you can experience it post-retcon anyway, probably just by looking through the unending journey.
Do it now, so you can look at it in the unending journey retconned.
Yeah.
If you do not finish it before patch 5.5, you must abandon it and restart it by speaking to Ymithra in Old Gridania. So make sure you complete it. They've added new chapters to New Game Plus, Eden, Tales from the Shadows, and The Sorrow of Whirlet.
Cool. So, you can redo the mech fight.
Yes.
Get in the robot.
Treasure Hunt. Rewards have been adjusted for all the top tier ones. Glider Skin and Zonur Skin treasure maps. Rewards in the Dungeons of Ligia have also been adjusted. Makes sense. They've added new stuff. Grand and Free Company's new craftable items have been added to the company workshop. It's that great looking house. I love it.
Oh, we should
get that. It's the medium or the large? I can't tell by the plot.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. It looks,
I think that's large.
That must be a large, surely.
Right.
That is a massive chonker of a house.
It's a medium.
It's a medium?
Oh my god.
What the fuck does the mansion look like?
I like how... I mean, it's never really been the case that the outside architecture matches the inside, but this even less looks like it.
Yeah, that is true.
Half the house is gone.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. The following additions and adjustments have been made to subaquatic voyages. New areas have been added, and a wider selection of items can be obtained from voyages, and maximum submersible rank has been increased from 80 to 90.
Maybe you'll get something useful now, Likil.
Have fun with that.
I don't have fun with it. It's just a thing that I do, and I don't know why. It just brings back sticks. All right, housing. Furnishings from the Final Fantasy XIV housing design contest has been added. We talked about. Oh my god, I love it.
The acorn chandelier.
There's an acorn chandelier, and it looks like beautifully ugly. If you know, it's. Do you know what I mean? It's like
yeah, I know what you mean.
It's great. There's also a what would we call? What is the? It looks like I've entered like a drugstore almost. That with that
An apothecary shelf.
an apothecary shelf. There's
also a basket that just has a bunch of apples and a bottle of wine.
yeah, that's so weird. That's such a weird like combo. Apples and wine. That's a thing, right?
I mean, is it?
I don't know. I'm trying to make sense of this basket. Okay.
I need so much alcohol.
Oh, it could be apple cider.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Okay. So we've already talked about these furnishings. So we're not gonna. Oh no, sorry. That's just part of the. Wait, what is this? This is like armor.
No, I think the armor stuff is new.
Well, it looks. Is that the? Can we put anything on those, or is that just always the same? I don't know what I'm looking at, to be perfectly honest.
I'm gonna guess that that's a whole. The table, at least, is like its own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, these are. I'm assuming in the background there as well. You see the crafters stuff. Okay, so new orchestrion roles obviously not listed. The layout of the online store and bonuses category of the orchestrion list has been adjusted to prevent song titles from being cut off.
Cool.
Oh my god!
I love this shark. It's a shark.
Oh, there's a new.
It's the pod shark.
Oh! That's so funny. You can hear the picture. It's one of those big those big sharks with the big mouths.
It's a basking shark.
That's what it is.
Chat. This is one of the only fish in an aquarium that I feel like properly expresses the horror of being static inside the aquarium.
Yes. Oh, let me out. I love that. We're getting that one. That one's definitely
I want
going
this.
in
This
this
is great.
Oh, and of course, a new seed for flower pots has been added.
Oh,
Moth orchid. I'm
Moth
giving that. That's for
orchids.
Mela. Can everyone?
Oh, yeah.
I beg you. You must send everyone
Yes.
who's friends with Mela on Ragnarok. Mail Mela exactly one of these seeds.
You need to put his table in the basement. Part
Yes.
of the table.
Yeah,
You just need to fill it with
full of
moth orchid
moth
plants.
orchids.
Why? Every single patch, they add one new flower.
Yes, they do. They sure do. It's like the one piece of like content in this game that's this one constantly getting updated. There's
without fail.
yes, every patch.
Summoning glamours. Fuck that.
Yeah.
New plants. Yeah.
Ultimate delayed? Don't worry, we got seeds, baby. At least we got the seeds. All right. Manderville Gold Saucer updates. The following additions have been made to Triple Triad. They've added some new cards. Oh god, they are
I
so.
feel like these cards are spoilers. One of them is at least.
Which one?
Lunar Bahamut.
Oh well, for
I don't
people
think that necessarily means that we'll fight Lunar Bahamut.
no,
They could just add an NPC that you challenge, and then you can get Lunar Bahamut from them.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I do have to say though, the art for Triple Triad really gets you really see it here.
Why is it so crunchy?
I don't know.
Yeah, Triple Triad artwork continues to be the crunchiest of all in this game. Valen's card is quite
Yeah,
terrifying.
it's hard to even tell that it's him. Oof. Okay.
That's the warrior at the top left.
Okay. The chance of receiving Triple Triad cards upon defeating NPCs has been increased. So good.
Good.
Drop rate up. The rules for building Triple Triad card decks have been adjusted. We talked about that earlier. You can now have 4 stars or higher. You can have up to 2 cards. And 5 stars, 1 only.
To answer chat as to why Where is a Graha tier card, I can guarantee you that will probably... Actually, I'm not going to guarantee you this, but I am highly thinking...
You can't guarantee.
That... No, I can't guarantee anything. But I highly suspect Graha will be the reward for getting every single card.
As
of now.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Possibly, yeah. Okay. The following additions and adjustments have been made to Domen Mahjong. The display of opponents' names can now be set to initials.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
And
Sure. An explanation for discarded tiles has also been added. So that's for you Mahjong players. New prices are available for purchase using MGP. They will not show that here, but I'm sure that will be in the final show notes and also in game when the patch is released.
Also, they've revealed the Rainmaker hairstyle will be making a return.
Oh yes, yeah.
I hope you guys like it. I didn't particularly like that hairstyle, but that's available.
Right. Well, actually, the Rainmaker. That's what we suspect is the one that they were planning on putting on the log station, right? Isn't that what we were? Yeah. So
it would have. Yeah. It would have been the only hairstyle on the log station that is just a hairstyle and not accompanied by any kind of other reward.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is probably why they didn't put it there.
True. All right, miscellaneous. Prices available in exchange for Chloe's gold certificate of commendation, Chloe's silver certificate of commendation, and Chloe's bronze certificate of commendation have been adjusted, as they do in every patch. The following additions and adjustments have been made to faux hollows. The content I do not... Okay, there's that fucking slider again. We'll get to it. The available trial for faux hollows has been changed from the navel to the war leader, and new items are now available in exchange for faux leaves. That's fun. That's like a jump scare. I like that. All right, so there's... Sorry, audio listeners must be very confused as to what just happened. So, okay, audio listeners, if you don't know what's happening, they have this new... They've started doing this, like, slider thing for photos, and there's... at the hairstyle section, there's very clearly... This should have just been one picture of one hairstyle on the left and one hairstyle on the right, but you can move the slider. And another creature hides behind on the
Call
sides.
them creatures.
It scared me. Well, there you go.
They're unisex, which is cool.
Yes.
So enjoy your 2B. Yeah. Look.
Oh yeah, they are unisex.
Oh,
that's cool because the last time we got a hairstyle at the end of a raid storyline, it wasn't. It changes depending on your gender.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
But it's nice. I don't like the 9S one that much. I think it looks like a lot of haircuts we would have, but
that's
true. I was gonna say the 9S one looks very similar to even just the Warrior of Light's current hairstyle.
Yeah.
But the 2B one looks nice. It's got the little headband and the covering an eye kind of thing.
Yeah.
The bangs.
Yep. There you go. This was not originally in the patch notes. They were added later.
It doesn't. Okay.
Yeah, they fucked up. All right, battle system. Saving Blue Mage active sets will now also save hotbar slots. Loading active sets will revert hotbar slots to those last saved. That sounds like good. That sounds like good.
Before switching between Blue Mage active sets would not change your hotbar.
No.
Yeah.
Which is why my hotbar is just filled in with all of as many things that I can fit. Siri, shut the the my hotbar for Blue Mage is just full. It's just full of skills, and most of them are not even in use because I can't be bothered fucking taking them off every time. So this will make that a lot easier. It'll make it perfect. Because it'll just switch to the hotbar that I want. So hotbars affected by saving. Only the slots on Blue Mage exclusive hotbars will be saved to an active set. This means that creating an active set while playing as a different job or class will not save those hotbars, leaving your Blue Mage hotbar layout unchanged. Slots on shared hotbars are also excluded. That makes sense. Actions affected by saving. The hotbar layout of all Blue Mage actions, whether active or inactive, will be saved to a set, along with any macros. Macros that do not include Blue Magic actions will also be saved.
Well, there you go.
I'm surprised that the spaghetti can account for that, to be honest.
Yeah. Loading sets. Loading an active set will only affect the Blue Mage exclusive hotbars. Now, here's where the slider... Okay, so here's my conspiracy... I have a conspiracy theory about the sliding thing. I feel like the lodestone is so spaghetti, just like the game, that when they put this... They had to, like, choose which picture, like, image system they wanted. So they're like, okay, we can either have the gallery-style one, where you click, like, right and left, or we can use the slider-style one. And then someone's like, but that's going to make some of these pictures look really weird. And they're like, yeah, but look at this. It'll make this look really good. And they're like, all right, dude, we're going for it. That's why. Okay, so there's the appearance of the target ring has been adjusted to make it easier to visualize the target's direction. So we talked about this where they have the arrows on the side compared to the current one. Oh, wow. They don't even have the arrow right now if they don't have positionals.
No, if that's only for... If they don't have positionals, that's correct.
Huh, interesting. I guess I'd never thought about that, but yeah. And this one has positionals, so that's the old style with the arrow on the outside, and then here you go. This is how it'll look now. That's nice. Nice quality of life change. A new dungeon, Pagelthan, has been added. Players may enter the dungeon with trust NPCs. Eye level requirement 490 or above. Not surprising. That's what we'd expect.
Do you ever think about the fact that they created AI for Lena and they only used her once?
Hey, it was cool having her as a guest character, though.
Yeah.
Rather than not have her at all.
Okay. A new trial, the Cloud Deck. Talked about it quite extensively last time, so we're not going to stay on that right now.
The average item level for the Cloud Deck is higher than that of Pagelthan.
That's how it usually goes.
Yeah. I think
the
that's
normal one.
Isn't that quite normal? I mean, it's only 5 eye levels higher.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I
I
don't
just
remember.
normally
It's
thought
been a
that
while.
the trials were the same level as the dungeons. Oh well.
The Duty in the Sky with Diamond, of course, to unlock that fight. And then there's the Extreme one, which has an eye level requirement of 510 or above. There you go. And then
I
there's...
feel like a lot of people would have that already.
Yeah. The War Leader Unreal eye level requirement 430 or above.
It's so low.
Yeah. There you go. That's that. The drop rate for the Gwibber. Is that... How do you pronounce this? The Gwyber?
I would say Gwibber.
Gwibber.
Gwibber sounds disgusting.
Yeah. The Gwibber of Light... the Gwibber of Light Trumpet in the Seat of Sacrifice Extreme has been increased. It can also be purchased in exchange for totems from... Sorry, I forgot about his name. He's just got a funny name. Fat Hard in Yulmore. That's me.
What if it's not like... It was like...
Fat
What's wrong with
Hard.
her?
It's just a good name.
Fard.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be some stupid way of pronouncing it.
It's gonna be something stupid. But it's funny because it can be either fat hard or fathered, but it's probably fathered.
Yeah, but to me, Fat Hard. So there you go. Totem of Light required 99 to get the Gwibber of Light. The drop rate for the Emerald Gwibber Trumpet in Castra Marinum Extreme has been increased as well, so go farm it. The weekly restrictions on rewards in Eden's Promise has been removed. It does not apply to the Blade of Lost Antiquity obtained in Eden's Promise Eternity. And the number of Blades of Lost Antiquity required to exchange for defragmented Tomestone has been reduced from 7 to 4.
Nice.
That's good. And a new Alliance raid dungeon, the Tower at Paradigm's Breach, has been added. This exciting new raid was developed by Nier series producer Yosuke Saito and scenario writer and director Yoko Taro, with music composed by Keiichi Okabe. There's some good pictures. This is really faithful to the game, though. I really like this. And here is Jack of Hearts. Yeah, there he is.
Yes.
It's very interesting because it's clear that they're sort of using this to like cross promote the upcoming remaster, because this specific boss is also used quite heavily in the promotional material for that game.
Surprised it's taken them this long to do like a promotion that's actually in time with any kind of release.
Yeah. Yes.
Because with 15, it's like years, like what, 2 years after, a year and a half, something like that. After release.
Yeah.
I think it was like 3 years, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
The 13 one, way too late.
Yes.
The Dragon Quest one doesn't make any sense.
Oh yeah, that one was odd. That was just an odd quest, just overall.
Well, wasn't that a Dragon Quest 10 crossover? So it's like irrelevant to us, but I think it's ever relevant to Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, so that needs eye level 495, just like the trial. Say, you know the drill. It's got all the stuff that you expect. The following items will now appear in a treasure chest allotted to each party of an alliance when undertaking Copied Factory. That's all the stuff that was normally shared between all the parties at the end of the dungeon. So that's the Type B material storage crate, Pod 54, Pod 316, 9S card, City Ruins, Rays of Light Orchestrion Roll, Alien Manifesto Orchestrion Roll, Song of the Ancients Atonement Orchestrion Roll, Bipolar Nightmare Orchestrion Roll, and Weight of the World Prelude Version Orchestrion Roll. So
Now,
pod.
what?
Sorry, what, Roller?
Because I can finally get that pod. I've been trying to get 316 forever.
Yes.
I think I need both, to be honest. Now, it lists all of them.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess that the rate at which these drop is still going to be the same. It's just that you're each going to get your own chest, so you're not competing with the whole raid.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. The following items will now appear in a treasure chest allotted to each party of an alliance when undertaking the Puppets Bunker, and it's the same shit. 2B Automaton, 2P Automaton, 2P Card, Fortress of Lies Orchestrion Roll, Grandma Destruction Orchestrion Roll, End of the Unknown Orchestrion Roll, Torn from the Heavens, The Dark Colossus Destroys All Medley Version Orchestrion Roll. So, higher drop rates, essentially. Players will no longer be rewarded cracked, I guess not higher drop rates, higher chance of obtaining them. Players will no longer be rewarded cracked stellar clusters upon completing the Puppets Bunker. Wah wah. The following additions and adjustments have been made to the Bozjan Southern Front. Players can now gain notoriety at the Bozjan Southern Front, which is, they've added a new level type system, I guess. Oh, that's, sorry, that is for the duel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Notoriety is a new parameter that influences a player's chances of being selected to duel enemies. I wonder how high it goes. Do you think it goes to 100? So
I have no idea.
God, you'll have a 100% chance to be accepted. One day you'll click it, Lukiel, and you'll get in there.
That means you didn't get picked 10 times. That's sad. That's very sad. And every time you don't get picked, there's a higher chance of you getting picked, right? So if you make it to 100, you have prime you have the worst luck in the world. In the event a player is not chosen to duel, participation in the prerequisite critical engagement will earn them notoriety. As notoriety increases, so too will their chances of being chosen to duel. It should be noted, however, that all notoriety is lost when selected for a duel. The critical engagement, Trample Under Hoof, will no longer appear at the same time as Where Strode the Behemoth and the Fires of War will no longer appear at the same time as Patriot games. They will instead appear one after the other.
This is a good change.
Yes.
Because these two spawned at the same... These two pairs of critical engagements spawned at the same time, you would need a full instance of 72 to get both of them fully complete.
Yes. The HP of enemies in the critical engagements Trampled Under Hoof and the Fires of War has been increased. I
don't know if I like this change.
Don't know if that's good, but all right. Interesting choice. If the number of players who participate in a skirmish is lower than the number of players present when it first begins, enemies will be affected by the Hubris status effect, increasing their damage taken. The potency of this effect will be adjusted automatically as participant numbers change. Ooh, that is good. That's good for when people leave for I don't know, a critical engagement
Castrum.
or Castrum. Yeah, that's good. So it's actually possible to finish the skirmish with like not enough players. All players will be granted the power of the Echo when undertaking a critical engagement with a small number of participants. The strength of the Echo will increase the lower the number of participants. Yeah.
How low?
What?
Sorry, go on.
What did you say, Georgi?
Sorry. How low will the number of participants in a critical engagement be while it's still doable?
I don't know. I feel like it will increase. So it'll go high. Wait. So it'll go higher. So let's say we join the Fires of War, and there's just 4 of us. Are we just going to get crazy Echo? Are we just going to get like 50% increase?
It really depends on how doable they want it to be with small numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's good anyways. I like that they're making it more, again, not just looking at launch day, this will make it easier to do it like when this is no longer relevant, which again is something that was not done to Eureka. The strength, they did some things to Eureka, but not enough. The strength of the high morale effect granted to players upon winning a duel has been increased. Before, it lasted for 30 minutes and increased metal earned by 50%. Now, it'll last for an hour and increase metal earned by 100%. That's good.
I've still not seen this buff to this day.
I have.
I have seen it once when right before leaving.
Yeah.
So I never actually.
I saw it once just as Lacus Latore spawned, so no one really got metal.
Right.
Because it was before they added metal to Lacus Latore.
Yeah. Completion of critical engagements and skirmishes will reduce the time remaining before a large-scale assault may be triggered. So that's interesting. So by doing critical engagements and skirmishes, the timer, I guess, for Castrum will go down. Like it'll.
Yes.
Yeah. That's an interesting way of making it trigger faster. Because we talked about like having it on like a set timer and like how are they going to make it spawn? It didn't make any sense, like trying to increase the spawn rate, but this is a good way of doing that. Like
less insensitive to AFK and Bozjan.
Yeah.
You got to participate.
Yep. Players can now increase their mount speed. You can purchase a Bozjan Southern Front riding map from the Resistance Quartermaster at Utaya's Aegis to increase the speed of mounts on the Southern Front.
Purchase it with what?
Probably coins, maybe?
Clusters?
Clusters, maybe? Yeah, clusters. Yeah, I forgot about the clusters. But also coins they throw coins at you. So
coins are easier to obtain than clusters.
Yeah. The following categories have been added to the Resistance Secretariat. Duels, notoriety, large-scale assaults, and initiating large-scale assaults. So these are just tutorials, right? Or like
explanation mechanics, which is nice.
Yeah. The number of Bozjan coins awarded upon completing critical engagements will now appear in the rewards window. They finally updated the rewards window to include the coins.
Good.
Yeah, that's good. The minimum number of players required to enter Delubrum Regine Savage has been reduced from 48 to 24. The maximum number of players will remain at 48. Good.
So it's doable with 24.
I guess so.
Yeah, assumedly. Otherwise,
maybe you get the Echo.
Why would you do this?
Well, they don't mention Echo, so I would assume you don't. I wonder how easy it is with 48 players then, because that's a significant reduction.
You don't get the Echo.
I don't think it's easy. Even now.
No, well, I mean, the fact that they feel so confident that they can like slash it in half and be like, yeah, it's doable at 24. I feel like at 48, that must be. I don't know. I haven't done it. I haven't even seen any footage of people doing it, so I don't know. All right. The items required to enhance equipment purchased with Elegant Tomestones of Revelation, Crypt Twine, and Crypt Dusting can be purchased from the following vendors. Crypt Dusting.
I love Crypt Dusting.
Ew, I don't
It sounds
like that.
like you've just grabbed like ash and dust from like the local like mausoleum and you're selling it.
Yeah.
Yeah, grave robbers.
Yeah, you can buy them for sacks of nuts from Ilfroy,
No idea.
and our favorite That Hard but he also accepts manufactured coins, puppets coins, or breach coins. Actually, he does not accept sacks of nuts, so only those things for him. These breach coins can be found in the new Alliance raid dungeon, the Tower at Paradigm's Breach. So
It says or. It doesn't say and. So you don't need all of them?
oh, interesting. Or breach. Oh, well, I mean, it's probably in the order. So like or. That might be a typo or like a translation.
That could be a typo.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too hopeful that you only need some and not all.
No, that would be strange. After acquiring the items to enhance your equipment, either from Zil, Ilfroy, or Fathard, speak with Sheetach in Yulmore and exchange them for augmented gear of your choice. The Cloud Deck and the War Leader, the Cloud Deck Extreme and the War Leader Unreal has been added to the Raid Finder. Castra Marinum Extreme is now in the Duty Finder. And players will now receive the Power of the Echo in the event all party members are incapacitated during Castra Marinum and Castra Marinum Extreme. That's just the same stuff as you'd expect for old trials. Mm-hmm. They've also added Pagelthan to the Duty Roulette Expert, replacing the Hero's Gauntlet. Finally, it is gone. Crab Dance. The required average item level to register for the Duty Roulette Expert has been increased from 470 to 490. Yep, that's that.
Nothing surprising here.
No, the following stuff is very expected. Hero's Gauntlet is now in the level 80 roulette. The Cloud Deck is in the Duty Roulette Trials. Duty Roulette Mentor has had Pagelthan, the Cloud Deck, and the Tower of Paradigm's Breach added to it, and the average item level has been bumped from 485 to 495. And the Cloud Deck Extreme has been added to the list of challenges in Stone Sky C. The Feast! Season 18 has ended, Season 19
apparently
begins. When the season
ends...
we'll
get something from this, won't we?
We will not get anything, because we don't have any ranking.
Yeah, but I thought you still got like something.
You have to reach at least one of the. We didn't even fill the bar on our. We did one match. I don't think you get anything for that. You get.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to finish in bronze tier or higher. Can claim rewards by speaking with the Feast Quartermaster at the Wolves' Den's Pier. All right, there you go. New items. These are the dungeon items and the crafted items. We talked about this in the previous episode. It looks all right. Now that I see it in game more, it's the mail gear. I mean, it looks all right. I kind of like the pants now that I get a better look at them.
Some capris, some roll up with your loafers.
It's got a nice belt. It's yeah. Okay, luxury traders have been added, offering rare and extravagant items. Edalina in Mordona and Tabeth in Yulmore. What is that again? Luxury traders?
They'll explain.
Oh, they will? Okay. Crafted item level 510 equipment can now be exchanged for upgraded item level 520 equipment. Oh my goodness me, that's a lot of L's and I's. Hillison Yulmore, if you give Hillison a Yulmoran Certificate of Grandeur or a Crystalline Rain, you get upgraded gear. Yulmoran Certificates of Grandeur can be received in exchange for item level 510 equipment from Hillison. Crystalline Rain can be received from Hillison in exchange for elegant tomestones of allegory. After acquiring the requisite number of Yulmoran Certificates of Grandeur and Crystalline Rain, speak with Hillison and exchange them for your desired gear. What am I reading? What is this?
it's upgraded crafted gear. They did this last. They did this in 5.3 as well.
Oh, I see. That was so confusing to read. Okay, I see. The category of certain items purchased in exchange for scripts has been changed. Yellow crafter script exchange level 70 items is now 61. The same for yellow gatherer script exchange.
Well, for the following 4 items.
Yeah, for the following 4 items: Pellitory, New World macrame, wool top, and flannel.
You can buy Matsuno's hair.
Yeah. The Phoenix Triple Triad card can no longer be discarded. Good. Is that
It was unique, so it was weird that you could discard it in the first place.
Oh, woof. Is that from Coil?
It's not from Coil. It's from winning a certain amount of open tournaments, I think.
Right. Okay, I see. Certain items can now be sold, desynthesized, or submitted for expert delivery missions. Good. Don't know what it is.
They always do that.
Yeah.
It's just the newest gear normally.
Yeah. New items been added to the inventory of the Calamity Salvagers. Resplendent tools have been added for Disciples of the Hand. These main hand tools can be acquired after crafting and submitting items from certain expert recipes. Players must first complete the quest "The Boutique Always Wins." This is the glamour, like the shiny tools for crafters.
Yeah, I assume so. The ones for doing the really difficult expert recipes from this new patch.
This is exciting. I like that. The required materials must be exchanged with Limbeth in Yulmore to receive a resplendent tool. It should be noted that more than one expert recipe will be required to prepare all necessary materials. The number and types of material required can be confirmed by speaking with Limbeth. Expert recipes can be learned from 8th level master recipe books. They've changed the order of special recipe categories in the crafting log window. Oh my god. It's like barely anything. They've moved custom deliveries. Sorry, wait. Collectible. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. If you're very interested in looking at how they've adjusted the order of special recipes, you can go look at it yourself. Players can now
having others as third was very strange.
That is true. Players can now speak with Count Charlemagne de Dorander to complete custom deliveries. By completing these custom deliveries, players can receive guild experience points, crafter scripts, or gatherer scripts. There it is. The count. You can count on it. In the firmament.
Oh, you have to do the broom lifts. Is this how we're going to upgrade the broom?
Ooh, maybe. Oh, that's clever. Yeah, that might be it. Actually, yeah. That's cool. New miner and botanist gathering points. New items been added to the gathering points. Wouldn't it be? That is such a stupid thing to add. They're like, new miner and botanist gathering points have been added. New items have been added. Oh, sorry, these are to, I guess, to existing gathering points. It just makes it look like they're like, we added some new gathering points. And we added some stuff to those gathering points. Okay. Players can now confirm the area of a map where gathering points appear via the gathering log. This is a good change, yeah. Selecting the location of a given item in the gathering log will display the map for that area. A circle indicating the general location where said item may be gathered will also be displayed. This is good.
This is a really good QOL update.
I can't believe it's been like fucking, how long has this game been out? Like 8 years, 7 years for this to be added?
8 years.
Oh god, 8 years. That's
8 years in like 3 months.
Oh, I don't like that. Okay, we talked about this. We're not going to stay on this. The Fisher release thing, we talked about it earlier in the episode.
Yep. New fish, though.
Yeah, new fish, but also dolphins and seagulls will now appear when ocean fishing. Finally, it'll be less boring looking.
This is cool.
It gives you a block too.
Yeah, encountering a pod of dolphins or a flock of seagulls will grant beneficial effects to those aboard the ship. So they are as follows: cetaceous speed, which is
When encountering
dolphins. Sorry, this is for dolphins. Yeah. So you get GP regeneration rate increased, and auroral flipper, which chance of triggering a spectral current is increased. The auroral flipper effect will only be granted if a spectral current has not yet appeared in the area. When encountering seagulls, you get Gull Storm, which has a chance of landing an HQ catch while fishing is increased. That is the effect. That's nice. This, I know everyone cares a lot about desynthesis, so here's an update for that. The level cap for desynthesis has been increased from 510 to 520. So there you go to all the desynthesis heads out there. I know you've been waiting for an update on that. Here you go. Ishgardian Restoration. Fates have been added. We've talked about this, but Fates are large-scale games held at regular intervals. I love that this is literally just explaining like actual Fates, the Fate system. Fates are large-scale games held at regular intervals to celebrate the completion of the firmament. During an event period, several Fates are held in succession and offer rewards to participants. You need to be any disciple of the Hand or Land, and time remaining until the next fate can be confirmed at any time in the firmament via the duty list. So there's always going to be like a timer when you enter the firmament.
Oh, I didn't notice until this point. So that when these notes were first posted, every screenshot featuring words was in French. They have since changed this to English.
Oh, I see. All right.
Oh, they should have kept it in French. Come on.
They probably would have spoiled something. Fates are held 12 times over the course of a 24-hour period, with one every 2 hours. When the celebration has concluded, there will be a rest period of 1 to 2 days Earth time before the next event period begins. The timing of Fates will differ between worlds. Interesting. Players who earn a sufficient rating will receive a Fate present, which contains any of a number of prizes. These presents can only be opened in towns or field areas. Which is another one of those spaghetti things, I guess. Players will also receive Fate tokens, which can be exchanged for rewards by speaking with any in the firmament. That's
so.
Yeah.
It seems like you won't be able to get Skybuilder scripts from Fates.
No. There's a new currency. So that's fun.
Yeah. So the male antelope seems to be exclusive to Fate tokens, and the female antelope seems to come from old Skybuilder scripts, I assume.
Ah, well, there you go. It's a nice looking mount, I guess. It's I should be happy. That's a very lore appropriate mount. So I'm all for that.
That's Lukiel's cannon mount, actually.
Yeah. That's true.
Rode that off after the calamity.
Yeah.
I like getting mounts that are just like the nice, normal-looking animals we have in this game.
Yeah, because it makes sense that we would ride them. They're literally from here.
Will it fly? Of course it will. Everything in this game flies.
Yeah. So these are from any from the firmament. I guess that's for scripts probably, yeah. Following the establishment of an Ethernet in the firmament, players can no longer travel through the area via the face of the firmament. That makes sense. Okay, back to another miscellaneous. New mounts have been added. And it's, of course, the picture of the... I keep forgetting what it's called.
Jade
weapon.
Presumably,
yes. New Chocobo barding. You don't... I like Chocobo bard. I am sad... This is old man talk again. But every time I'm reminded of bardings, I'm like, they could have really expanded on the Chocobo system a lot, but they didn't.
Yeah.
Because who rides their and I know every time I say this, like, who rides their Chocobo, people will be like, I exclusively ride. Okay, I know a lot of you ride your Chocobo, but not like. It's hard to explain. You know what I mean.
Hard to beat the Dodo mount. Gotta be honest.
Hard to beat the what?
The Dodo mount.
Oh, that's true. I will say the dodo mount is really good. I do like the dodo. I wish there was a system, and I know impossible, but I wish we could have like several like different kinds of bird like mounts, like dodo barding. We could have a dodo. We could have, but obviously we can't. But yeah, there you go. There's this chocobo barding for diamond weapon. Minions, a seagull minion and a dolphin minion.
You can finally have your seagull.
Unclear how that dolphin minion's gonna work on land. I guess it's just gonna fly, right?
It's just
you know what?
float.
I was just picturing it just like lying on the ground, being like. That was fucking
just
horrible.
dying?
Yeah, it's just a dying dolphin. Until it gets close to water, it starts jumping in. That's too much spaghetti. That's cute. I like the seagull. I want the seagull. I want
You
the dolphin
can
too.
relive your seagull days.
Oh, Kyle. Oh, yeah, that's true. All right. Last part is system. Oh boy, not reading this, but what they've done to achievements and stuff. They've added new achievements and they've this stuff, lots of text. And then achievement rewards, which we talked about earlier. Lots of stuff there. Explorer mode, new dungeons. It's essentially all the level 70 ones. Alamigo, Kugane Castle. And Pagothan. The Temple of the Fist. The Drowned City of Scala, Hell's Lid, the Fractal Continuum, Hard, the Swallow's Compass, the Burn, St. Mosian's Arboretum, the Gimlet Dark, and Pagothan. And level sync and item level sync will no longer be applied, and you can now use performance actions in Explorer mode. They've changed...
Still not letting us know what that new performance instrument is.
No.
It's a mystery, and I'm so excited to see what it is.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an automaton.
I love it.
The following additions and adjustments have been made to retainer ventures. New exploration venture levels have been added. New items can be obtained from quick exploration. The amount of experience gained from quick explorations have been increased at certain level ranges. And then group posts, which we've just covered, so we're not going to talk about it. The duty recorder. They've changed. They've made another arbitrary change to the duty recorder. You can now record Eden's Promise Eternity Savage, which has replaced.
Why?
The seat of
Why is it still the puppet's bunker?
Yeah, don't worry. You can still record the puppet's bunker.
What the fuck is this for?
I don't know. It's the saddest content we have because it was like
the duty record. Yeah, it was so good.
Yeah,
and then they realized that it's way too much effort to keep updating it.
Yeah. It was such a big deal when it was released. I remember they like spent so much time like showing it off on like everything it could do.
Oh. And it was great. It was a really clever idea. It's just, I think they underestimated how much work they'd need to put into it every single patch.
Yeah.
Why? What? Who is this?
It's for no one.
Use.
It's literally for no one. I don't know when you would ever use it's old content. When are you going to use it for the puppet's bunker? Also, good luck getting like all the party members to like check, oh, I want to be recorded, which is bizarre as well. Oh god, I love it. All right. So, yeah, they might just silently
use it.
I
Mordona, it's an unlock quest that no one ever knows to go. Or wait, is it? Or was it Kane? I don't remember.
No,
it's in Mordona.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's I feel like they're just gonna silently sunset it. They're just gonna silently remove it.
You'll only be able to record the puppet's bunker.
Yeah, forever. So the whole unlock quest is just so you can record in the puppet's bunker. That's good. The following adjustments have been made to the duty finder. The names of duties related to the gold saucer has been truncated. Oh, they've like made them short. Okay, yeah, because it is a lot. Because it just says like, okay, yeah. That's much cleaner now because it has Lord of Verminion as the category, not because I think right now it's like it has it in the title. It's like Lord of Verminion player battle non-RP. Yeah, that makes sense. Parties that meet the minimum size requirements for duty roulette level. This is good. This shit
This is a great change.
is good. Parties
I'm
that,
surprised they did not mention this earlier.
Yeah. Parties that meet the minimum size requirements for duty roulette leveling can now be matched to duties based on the level of party members. Goodbye,
Oh my
Sasha.
God.
Goodbye.
Hey,
Yes.
I'm surprised this wasn't bigger news.
I know.
Yeah, you hadn't heard about this, Rollo?
is-
No, I didn't see this one.
This
Oh
is
my
really
God.
The duty
That's amazing.
the duty chosen will be within 8 levels of the lowest level party member. For example, for a party whose members are level 70, 72, 75, and 79, a duty ranging from level 63 to 70 will be chosen. That's a big change.
You know what?
What?
Is this...
Let's fucking go!
So, people
Yeah.
are saying this is only applied to pre-mades. I don't know if that's necessarily accurate based on what it says here. I think if you get paired with someone who is level 70, at the lowest person in your party that you get grouped with is level 70, it'll still have this specific restriction. There'll always be the possibility of things like Sestasha and Tamtara if you get paired with like a level 16.
Yeah.
But you won't be
this line,
forced into Sestasha with a bunch of level 80s.
Yeah. This makes me wonder if it might be pre-mates because of the way this is phrased. Parties that meet the minimum size requirements. Like, of course, you'll always meet the minimum size requirements if you're just doing it solo. You'll be matched with 4 people anyway. So this might, well, it's a start. They might, if this is the case, at least they're testing now. So maybe that will be rolled out because it's also only for duty roulette leveling. So, I guess that's the only one where it kind of makes sense to do that, anyways. But
Yeah.
all right. From the Duty Finder settings window, select Limited Leveling Roulette to enable this matching option. So remember, it's not on by default. Parties must meet...
Oh,
it says parties must meet the minimum size requirements. This setting is unavailable for solo duties or those requiring 3 or fewer players. So there you go. I guess that clarifies it. But that's still good.
Hey,
It's
grab 3 pals and you're free.
Yes. Only the party leader settings are applicable. Parties must meet entry requirements for 2 or more duties. There you go. The following additions and adjustments have been made to emotes. This is the search function. We've talked about it. It's fine.
It's cool.
Oh, and this is important as well. The open beta for the PS5 version begins. What?
quickly before we move on to the beta, it seems like they've removed them at this point, but in the initial post pictures, both on the dev blog and in the patch notes for the emote search, they did reveal the name of some new emotes that we had not seen, including /eat pizza.
Oh, I love pizza.
I hope it's really floppy.
They seem to have removed them because they realized they were spoilers.
Okay. There is a trailer here.
Peggy 16.
We watched this, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I think, yeah. What the have we?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they showed this possibly during the...
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you're right. But we watched it at 720p. This is so weird seeing it in like such high res. Okay, anyways.
I like it being in 4K.
In this tiny window.
On the sides.
Yeah. PlayStation 5 features. We know all this. We're not going to go through this. Remember, you can download that, I think, now. I've been looking for where to do that, and I cannot find it anywhere. I feel like...
Yeah, if it's not yet, they're really waiting.
No,
Are you gonna actually commit to like playing a little bit with
a little bit? I am not. I'm not gonna switch to the PS5.
You need to do a leveling roulette with it.
I have to try something. Players can now switch to high resolution UI assets on Windows and Mac. Oh, and Mac. There you go, Mac users.
Don't worry, Mac. You weren't forgotten.
This setting can be changed via the graphics settings tab of the system configuration menu. I remember when the Mac version is like, I feel like Mac version, they deserve a Roar episode of their own, because that is... God, that was a shit. Remember they had to stop selling it. Like they'd be like, "Oh, hold on, we can't sell this anymore because this version ain't working." So that was funny. I hope you're still with us, Mac players. Okay. A new gamepad type has been added. A checkbox on the confirmation prompt that appears when backing up characters in client settings on the Final Fantasy XIV servers has been removed. They've removed it.
It's gone.
Okay.
Okay.
It was weird to have it there. Like, of course you want to back up. Why would you have to like double check? The PlayStation 5 DualSense controller can now be used on Windows. Ooh. Oh my god. Oh, never mind.
You can't use haptic feedback.
Yeah.
So
Sad. The resolution of certain fonts that appear in various menus have been increased in accordance with their window size. The font resolution of nameplates, fly text, and pop-up text has been increased. Not available with DirectX 9. Who plays on DirectX 9 now?
Is there anyone out there still playing on DirectX 9? If so, I'm sorry. I hope you upgrade at some point soon.
Yeah.
I really like your fucking phenom. You should enjoy that. Are you still?
Okay, right. Okay, so wait, can you even? Yes, you can. You can still switch back to DirectX 9.
You just have to, you have to go into the settings to change that
All right.
now.
The default assignment for confirm has been changed in certain regions. What? PlayStation. Until now, the default button assignment for confirm has varied according to the region where the game was purchased. However, the default button assignment will now be based on the region from which the PlayStation 4 console was shipped. Please note that the button assignment for confirm can be changed even if consoles are restored to the new default settings. Controls are restored to the new default settings. This is only a change to default settings. As such, button assignments will not be changed automatically at the release of patch 5.5. Is this the whole like square and yeah?
Yeah.
I don't even remember what the shapes are called. Yeah. All right. Loading processes when logging in and changing areas have been improved, reducing load times. Loading times have been improved across all platforms. Reduction in loading times may vary depending on your system hardware. Additions have been made to the auto translation dictionary, and new music has been added. We did it! We completed
Nice.
the 5.5 patch notes. Yeah,
Now,
there you go.
wait until the full notes for any job changes and small additions to the patch notes.
That's that. We when we do this show again next week, the patch will have been out, and we will give our review. I think it'll be a spoiler review, right? We do spoilers immediately now, so
Spoilers now the week after, so
yeah.
beware if you do not have time to do 5.5 part 1 in the next week.
Yeah.
Though we will likely make it a specific spoiler section of the podcast.
Yeah, there will be a warning. You know the warning with the bonk. All right, that's it for the show for today. Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember, you can follow on Twitter at SpeakersXIV, twitch.tv/SpeakersOfHeidland, and youtube.com/SpeakersXIV. Exclamation Discord in chat if you want to join our Discord server. If you're watching on demand, link is in the description. Remember to send us Mogmail, speakersxiv.com/Mogmail. There's also the other channel, Speakers Place, youtube.com/SpeakersPlace. Stay tuned for the post show if you're watching live. We'll see you there. Goodbye!
Ah!
Bye.